My parents told me I owed them babysitting because they fed me for 15 years, so I reminded them whose choice that was. So my parents had me when they were basically kids themselves, 18 and 19. And let me tell you, they never let me forget how much they regretted it. Like they would literally say stuff in front of me about how their lives would be so different if they hadn't gotten pregnant so young. Real confidence booster, you know? Growing up was basically me raising myself. They never came to a single school event, never helped with homework, never even remembered to sign permission slips until I was literally shoving them in their faces the morning they were due. My birthdays were just another Tuesday to them. Christmas was whatever cheap stuff they could grab last minute from the dollar store. I spent most of my time at friends' houses because their parents actually acted like parents. You know, asking about school, making dinner that wasn't microwaved, caring if I was alive or dead. My extended family wanted nothing to do with us because they were embarrassed my parents had a kid so young, so families were literally my only escape. Then 2 years ago, they dropped this bomb on me. They were having another baby. And suddenly, they were acting like this was the most exciting thing that ever happened to them, talking about how they couldn't wait to be parents, buying all this baby stuff, planning the nursery. My mom's friend even pointed out that they already had a kid, meaning me. And my dad just laughed and said I was basically their practice run, and this was the real deal. That stung more than I expected. When my sister was born, I completely stopped existing to them. Like I got sick at school one day and they were calling my parents to pick me up early, but they had turned their phones off because they took the baby out for a family day. When they got home that night, they hadn't even realized the school called because they were too busy having precious family time. My mom quit her job to be a stay-at-home mom, which she never did for me, obviously. My dad started leaving work early on Fridays to spend more time with his new family. They're already talking about having another kid, and they've been trying for over a year now. So last week, they sat me down and told me they're going to start fertility treatments. And here's the kicker. They said I need to babysit my sister for a few hours every week while they go to these appointments. They handed me this whole detailed list of what she needs, her schedule, emergency contacts, the works. I looked at them and said no, just flat out no. They acted all shocked like I'd slapped them. My mom was like, it's only a few hours a week, it's not a big deal. Then my dad pulled this gem. He told me I needed to look at it as paying them back for all they did for me growing up. I actually laughed at that. Paying them back? For what exactly? For providing the bare minimum legally required to not get arrested for neglect? I told them straight up, you had her, not me. She's your kid, not mine. You chose to have another baby, so you figure out childcare like actual parents do. My mom started crying about how they just needed help and I was being selfish. My dad got mad and said I was being ungrateful after everything they sacrificed for me. So I reminded them that they didn't sacrifice anything. They resented having me from day one and made sure I knew it. They never wanted to be parents to me, so why would I want to help them be parents to someone else? I told them they made it crystal clear that I was their mistake and she was their real kid, so they can handle their real kid themselves. I said I didn't owe them anything because feeding and housing your kid isn't some favor you do. It's literally the law. They've been giving me the silent treatment ever since, which honestly is an improvement over their usual parenting style. But now they're telling everyone I'm a horrible, selfish daughter who won't help with family responsibilities.